Hello and welcome. Today you are here because you want to improve your English. Maybe you feel shy when you speak. Maybe you understand English, but speaking feels difficult. Maybe you are busy and think you do not have enough time. This is very normal. Many people feel the same way. The good news is this: you can improve your English every day, even with a busy life. You do not need to live in America or England. You do not need a native speaker next to you. You do not need to study for many hours. What you need is a simple daily habit. Many learners believe English is hard. They think English is only for smart people. They think they must know perfect grammar before speaking. This thinking stops them. It creates fear. But English is not about perfection. English is about communication. It is about using simple words to share ideas. When you understand this, English becomes easier. Let me tell you something important. You learn English with your ears before your mouth. Listening is the first step. When you listen to English often, your brain starts to recognize sounds. You start to feel the rhythm. You begin to understand without translating. This is how children learn language. They listen again and again. Then one day they speak. You can do the same. Every day, listen to English. It does not need to be long. 10 minutes is enough. You can listen while walking, cooking, cleaning, or resting. You can listen to simple podcasts, videos, or stories. You do not need to understand everything. Even if you understand only half, your brain is learning. English is entering your mind quietly. After listening, the next step is using your voice. Many learners are afraid to speak. They think their pronunciation is bad. They think people will laugh. But speaking is practice, not performance. You do not need an audience. You can speak alone. You can speak in your room. You can speak quietly. What matters is that your mouth moves in English. One very helpful method is repeating what you hear. When you listen to a sentence, try to repeat it. Copy the sound. Copy the speed. Do not stop to think. Do not translate. Just repeat. At first this feels strange. Your mouth feels slow. Your brain feels confused. This is normal. With time it becomes easier. Your mouth learns English movements. Your pronunciation improves naturally. You do not need long sentences. Start with short ones. Say simple things. I want to speak English. I practice every day. I am not afraid of mistakes. Say them again and again. Repetition builds confidence. Confidence builds fluency. Another powerful habit is thinking in English. Many learners translate in their heads. This takes time and makes speaking slow. Instead, start thinking in simple English sentences. When you wake up, think, it is morning. I feel tired. When you eat, think, this food is good. I like coffee. During the day, think, I am working. I need a break. These thoughts are small, but they are important. They connect English directly to your brain. At first, your English thoughts will be simple. That is okay. Simple English is strong English. You do not need big words. You need clear words. Over time, your thoughts will become longer. This happens naturally when you practice every day. Reading aloud is also very helpful. When you read silently, only your eyes work. When you read aloud, your mouth, ears, and brain work together. Choose simple text. Read slowly. Then read again a little faster. Try to sound natural. This helps your pronunciation and fluency. It also builds confidence because you hear your own English voice. Many people say they do not have time. But English does not need extra time. English can enter your daily life. You can change your phone language to English. You look at your phone many times a day. When it is in English, you learn words without trying. You see them again and again. Your brain remembers them naturally. You can also write a few sentences every day. You do not need to write a long story. Just write 3 sentences about your day. Today I worked. I felt tired. I watched a video. This practice helps you build sentence structure. It also helps you express real-life ideas in English. Another good habit is recording your voice. At the end of the day, record yourself speaking for 1 minute. Talk about your day. Talk about your plans. No one else needs to hear it. This is just for you. When you listen to yourself, you notice mistakes. You also notice improvement. This builds awareness and confidence. English should not stay only in books. English should be alive. You can join online groups. You can read comments. You can write short messages. Even small interaction helps. English becomes a tool to connect, not a subject to fear. Short videos are also useful. Watch a short English video. Watch it again. Repeat the sentences. Copy the speaker. This is fun and effective. Even 20 seconds is enough. Learning does not need to be boring. The secret of English success is small daily actions. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait to feel confident. Start now. Speak with mistakes. Learn slowly. Be patient with yourself. English is a journey, not a race. If you make English part of your life, it will feel natural. It will stop feeling like homework. It will feel like a friend. When this happens, fluency comes quietly. One day, you will speak without fear, and you will realize that you were improving every day, step by step. Today, we move forward. You already know that English grows with small daily actions. Now, we will go deeper into how English can become part of your real life. Not something you study sometimes, but something you live with every day. This is very important. When English becomes part of your life, it stops feeling heavy. It stops feeling scary. It becomes normal. Many learners think they need motivation every day. They think they must feel excited to learn. But motivation is not reliable. Some days you feel good. Some days you feel tired. Real progress comes from habits, not feelings. Habits work even when you feel lazy. Habits work even when you are busy. So let us build English habits that are easy and natural. First, let us talk about your environment. Your environment shapes your behavior. If English is around you, you will use it more. If English is far from you, you will forget it. This is simple human behavior. So the smart learner changes the environment, not themselves. One easy way to do this is to bring English into things you already do. For example, your phone. You use your phone many times a day, maybe more than you think. When your phone is in English, you see English again and again. Words like message, settings, update, download, search, delete. At first, these words feel strange. After some days, they feel normal. You learn without studying. This is very powerful. The same thing works with social media. If you follow English pages, you see English every day. Short sentences, simple ideas, real language. Even if you only read and do not write, your brain is learning. Do not worry about understanding everything. Exposure is learning. Now let us talk about writing. Many learners are afraid of writing. They think their grammar is bad. They think they will make mistakes. But writing is not a test. Writing is practice. You do not need perfect sentences. You need honest sentences. Start with a very small daily habit. Write 3 sentences a day. Not more. 3 is enough. Write about your real life. What you did. What you felt. What you want. For example, today I worked a lot. I felt tired in the evening. I watched an English video. This is real English. This is useful English. When you write every day, something interesting happens. You start to notice patterns. You start to remember words. Your sentences become smoother. You do not need to force it. It happens naturally with time. Now let us talk about speaking again. Speaking is the hardest skill for most learners. Not because it is difficult, but because of fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of sounding stupid. Fear of being judged. This fear is normal, but fear goes away with repetition. You do not need to speak to people at first. You can speak to yourself. You can speak to your phone. You can speak in the shower. You can speak while walking. Talk about what you see. Talk about what you think. Talk about your plans. Your English does not need to be beautiful. It needs to be active. Recording your voice is one of the best tools. Every day, record 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Talk freely. Do not prepare. Do not read. Just speak. When you listen later, you will hear mistakes. That is good. That means you are learning. You will also hear improvement. That builds confidence. Another powerful habit is repeating the same content many times. Many learners think they need new material every day. This is not true. Repetition is more important than new content. When you listen to the same audio again and again, you hear more each time. You notice pronunciation. You notice small words. Your understanding becomes deeper. Choose one short audio. Listen today. Listen tomorrow. Listen again next week. Repeat it. Shadow it. This builds strong listening and speaking skills. Your brain loves repetition. It creates strong connections. Now let us talk about thinking again. Thinking in English is not magic. It is a habit. You train it slowly. You do not force full conversations in your head. You start with simple words, then simple sentences, then longer ideas. When something happens, describe it in English. If you feel happy, think, I feel happy today. If you feel tired, think, I need rest. These small thoughts build fluency from inside. You stop translating. You start reacting in English. Reading is also important, but it must be easy. Many learners choose difficult books. This creates frustration. Choose simple text. Stories for learners. Short articles. Simple news. When reading feels easy, you continue. When it feels hard, you stop. Easy reading builds confidence and vocabulary. Reading aloud is even better. When you read aloud, you hear English. You speak English. You train pronunciation. You train rhythm. You train confidence. Even 5 minutes a day helps. Let us talk about mistakes again, because this is very important. Mistakes are not a sign of failure. Mistakes are a sign of action. If you make mistakes, you are using English. If you never make mistakes, you are silent. Silence does not teach you. Native speakers also make mistakes. Children make mistakes every day. Nobody learns without mistakes. So do not fight mistakes. Accept them, learn from them, then move on. Now think about your goals. Do you want perfect English or useful English? Perfect English is a dream. Useful English is real. Useful English helps you travel, helps you work, helps you connect. Focus on usefulness, not perfection. Do not compare yourself to others. Some people started earlier. Some have more time. Some have more exposure. Your journey is your journey. Compare yourself to yesterday, not to other people. English learning is slow, but it is steady. You may not see progress every day, but progress is happening. Like growing hair, you do not see it daily, but it grows. The most important rule is this: do something every day. Even something small, even one sentence, even 1 minute. This keeps the connection alive. When you stop completely, English becomes far again. If you miss one day, it is okay. Do not quit. Just continue the next day. Consistency is not perfection. Consistency is returning again and again. English can become a friend, a tool, a part of you, but only if you allow it into your daily life. Not as pressure, not as fear, but as practice. You are not late. You are not bad at English. You are learning, and learning takes time. Be kind to yourself. Trust the process. This journey continues. When you are ready, write. You have already learned that English grows through daily habits, not big plans. Now it is time to talk about something very important that many learners ignore. This is the emotional side of learning English. Your feelings matter more than you think. If your feelings are heavy, learning feels hard. If your feelings are calm, learning feels easy. Many people carry old memories with English. Maybe a teacher laughed. Maybe classmates made fun. Maybe exams were stressful. These experiences stay in the mind. When you try to speak English, the fear comes back. Your heart beats faster. Your mind goes blank. This is not because you are bad at English. This is because your brain is trying to protect you. So the first step is to change your relationship with English. English is not your enemy. English is not a judge. English is just a language. It is a tool. Like a phone or a pen, it has no power over you unless you give it power. When you remove fear, learning becomes lighter. One simple way to reduce fear is to lower your expectations. Many learners expect themselves to speak like native speakers. This is unrealistic. Even native speakers speak differently. They make mistakes. They forget words. They speak simply. You do not need to sound perfect. You need to sound clear. Simple English is strong English. If you can say what you want in simple words, you are successful. Now let us talk about confidence. Confidence does not come before action. Confidence comes after action. Many learners wait to feel confident before speaking. This never works. You speak first. Confidence comes later. Think about walking. When you were a child, you fell many times. You did not wait to feel confident. You tried again and again. English is the same. You must allow yourself to be a beginner. Beginners are brave. They try without knowing everything. Now let us talk about pronunciation. Many learners worry too much about pronunciation. They want to sound perfect. This creates stress. Pronunciation is important, but clarity is more important. If people understand you, your pronunciation is good enough. The best way to improve pronunciation is not studying rules. It is listening and repeating. When you listen to real English and repeat it many times, your mouth learns naturally. This takes time. Be patient. Choose one speaker you like, maybe from a podcast or video. Listen often. Copy the voice. Do not copy many accents at the same time. One clear model is enough. Now let us talk about vocabulary. Many learners try to memorize long word lists. They forget most of them. This is normal. Words are not learned in isolation. Words are learned in context. Learn words from stories, from sentences, from real use. When you hear a word many times in different situations, it becomes yours. You do not need to force it. Your brain decides when a word is ready. Focus on common words, daily words, words you can use. Rare words are not useful in daily life. A small vocabulary used well is better than a big vocabulary never used. Now let us talk about grammar. Grammar scares many learners. They think grammar is everything. Grammar is important, but it is not the first step. Children speak before they know grammar rules. You can do the same. Grammar improves with exposure. When you hear correct sentences many times, your brain learns patterns later. Grammar study can help you clean your English. But do not wait for perfect grammar to speak. Communication first, correction later. Now let us talk about routine. A good routine is simple and flexible, not strict, not heavy. For example, your daily English routine can be like this. In the morning, listen for 5 minutes. During the day, think in English sometimes. In the evening, speak or write for 5 minutes. That is all. This is enough. You do not need a perfect plan. You need a repeatable plan. If one day you are very busy, do 1 minute. One sentence. That still counts. The habit stays alive. Now let us talk about boredom. Boredom kills learning. If you are bored, change the material. English does not have to be boring. You can learn with topics you like: food, travel, stories, technology, anything. Interest creates energy. Energy creates consistency. Choose content that feels easy and interesting. If something feels too hard, change it. Hard does not mean better. Easy and consistent is better. Now let us talk about progress. Progress in language learning is slow and quiet. You may not feel it daily, but signs appear. You understand more without translating. You respond faster. You feel less fear. You enjoy English more. These are signs of progress. Do not measure progress only by tests. Measure it by comfort. Comfort is a big success. Now let us talk about comparison. Comparison is dangerous. When you compare yourself to others, you feel small. You see only their success, not their struggle. Everyone learns differently. Everyone has a different story. Focus on your path, your pace, your effort. If you are better than yesterday, you are winning. Now let us talk about patience. Language learning takes time. There is no shortcut. Anyone who promises fast fluency is lying. But slow progress is real progress. Trust the process. Small steps every day create big change over time. Now let us talk about identity. Stop saying, "I am bad at English." Words matter. When you say this, your brain believes it. Change the sentence. Say, "I am learning English," or "My English is improving." This small change changes how you feel. How you feel changes how you act. You are not bad. You are learning. English is not a destination. It is a journey. A long journey with many small moments. Some days are good. Some days are hard. Both are part of learning. If you stay consistent, English will slowly become part of you. You will think in it. You will respond naturally. You will feel calm using it. One day you will realize that English is no longer scary. It is just normal. And that is real success. This journey continues when you are ready. Right. Now it is time to talk about real-life use. This is where English becomes alive. Many learners study English, but they do not use it. Because of this, English stays weak. A language grows only when it is used. Even small use is powerful. You do not need special situations to use English. You do not need to travel. You do not need foreign friends. You can use English in your normal daily life. You only need to change small habits. Let us start with your daily routine. Every day you wake up, eat, work, rest, and sleep. These moments are perfect for English practice. When you wake up, say something in English. Say, "It is morning. I feel tired. I need coffee." This takes only a few seconds, but it activates English in your brain. When you prepare food, describe what you are doing. "I am cutting vegetables." "I am cooking rice. The food smells good." This may feel funny at first, but it is very effective. You are connecting English to real actions. This helps memory. When you walk outside, look around and describe things in English. "The street is busy. I see many people. The weather is hot." These simple sentences train your brain to react in English. Now let us talk about inner talk. Everyone talks to themselves in their mind. Most people do it in their native language. You can slowly change this habit. You do not need to change everything. Just add English sometimes. For example, when you make a decision, think in English. "Should I go now? I will do this later." When you feel something, name it in English. "I feel happy. I feel stressed." Naming feelings in English helps you express emotions later when speaking to others. Now let us talk about listening again, but in a smarter way. Do not listen randomly. Choose content that matches your level. If it is too hard, you will feel tired. If it is too easy, you will feel bored. Find something comfortable. Short content is better than long content. 5 minutes is enough. Listen to the same audio many times. The first time, just listen. The second time, listen and repeat. The third time, try to speak with the speaker. This builds strong listening and speaking skills. Do not rush. Speed comes naturally. Now let us talk about speaking with people. Many learners think they must speak perfectly before talking to others. This is wrong. Speaking with people is practice, not a test. You are allowed to make mistakes. Start small. You do not need long conversations. 1 sentence is enough. You can comment on a post. You can send a short voice message. You can say hello and thank you. These small interactions build courage. If you feel nervous, that is okay. Nervousness means you care. Speak anyway. Nervousness goes away with experience. Now let us talk about silence. Silence is not your enemy. Sometimes you forget a word. Sometimes you need time. That is normal. Native speakers pause too. Do not panic. Take a breath. Use simple words. Communication continues. If you forget a word, explain it. For example, if you forget the word umbrella, you can say the thing you use when it rains. This is real communication. This is fluency. Now let us talk about mistakes again, from a different view. Mistakes are feedback. They show you where to grow. When someone corrects you, do not feel bad. This is help, but also do not wait for correction all the time. Focus on expression first. You do not need to correct every mistake. Some mistakes disappear on their own with time. Now let us talk about consistency. Consistency does not mean doing a lot. It means doing something regularly. A small action done every day is powerful. A big action done once is weak. Choose habits you can keep. 5 minutes. 1 sentence. 1 recording. Make it easy. When it is easy, you continue. Now let us talk about energy. Learn English when your energy is higher. Some people like morning. Some like evening. Find your time. Do not force learning when you are very tired. Quality is more important than quantity. Now let us talk about rewards. Your brain likes rewards. After you finish your English practice, reward yourself. Drink tea. Listen to music. Rest. This connects English with positive feelings. Now let us talk about patience again. Some days you feel progress. Some days you feel nothing. Both are normal. Progress is not a straight line. Trust the process. Now let us talk about identity one more time. Stop saying, I am trying to learn English. Start saying, I am learning English. This small change is powerful. It tells your brain that this is part of you now. English is not something outside of you. It is something you are building inside. Now let us talk about enjoyment. If you do not enjoy English at all, change something. Change the topic. Change the format. Learning should not feel like punishment. It should feel like growth. Stories are good. Videos are good. Conversations are good. Choose what you like. Now let us talk about the future. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You understand more. You speak with less fear. You feel calmer in English. This is possible, not because of talent, but because of daily action. Talent is not important. Effort is. Many people give up not because English is hard, but because they stop. Do not stop. Even when progress feels slow, continue. English rewards patience. One day you will notice something interesting. You will respond without thinking. You will understand without translating. You will feel comfortable. This moment comes quietly, but it comes. You are building something valuable, step by step, day by day. This journey continues. When you are ready, write. Now everything comes together. You have learned many ideas, but the most important message is simple. English is not something you finish. English is something you live with. When you stop thinking of English as a project, it becomes easier. When you stop chasing fluency, fluency slowly comes. Many learners ask, when will I be fluent? This question creates pressure. Fluency is not a moment. It is a feeling. It is the feeling of comfort. The feeling that English is not heavy anymore. The feeling that you can manage, even if you are not perfect. Real fluency is calm, not fast. You will know you are improving when English stops making you tired. When you listen and do not feel stress. When you speak and do not panic. When mistakes do not hurt you. This is real success. Now let us talk about keeping English for life. This is very important. Many people learn English, then stop using it. After some time, they forget. This happens because English never became part of their identity. It stayed outside. To keep English, you must keep contact. Not a lot, just a little. Even after you reach a good level, continue small habits. Listen sometimes, read sometimes, speak sometimes. This keeps English alive. Think of English like exercise. You do not stop completely. You just change intensity. Some days light, some days more, but never zero. Now let us talk about fear one last time. Fear may never disappear completely, and that is okay. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting with fear. Every time you speak, even when afraid, you grow. Do not wait to feel ready. Ready comes after action. Now let us talk about mistakes one last time. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your teachers. Every mistake shows you something. You do not need to feel shame. Shame blocks learning. Curiosity opens learning. When you make a mistake, smile and continue. This attitude changes everything. Now let us talk about simplicity. Simple English is powerful. Clear English is powerful. You do not need big words to sound smart. You need clear ideas. Many strong communicators use very simple language. They are understood. That is their power. Never feel small because your English is simple. Simple English is global English. Now let us talk about confidence again, but deeper. Confidence is not loud. Confidence is calm. It is the calm feeling that you can handle a situation. You may not know every word, but you know you can manage. This confidence grows from experience, not from books. Every conversation, every recording, every sentence adds experience. Now let us talk about self-respect. Respect yourself as a learner. You are doing something difficult. Learning a language as an adult is not easy. Give yourself credit. Celebrate effort, not just results. Some days you will feel proud. Some days you will feel tired. Both are okay. Continue gently. Now let us talk about teaching others. One day you will help someone else. You will share a tip. You will explain something simple. Teaching others makes your English stronger. It also reminds you how far you have come. Now let us talk about patience for the last time. Language learning is slow by nature. Anyone who promises fast results is selling something. Real learning is quiet and deep. Trust slow progress. It lasts longer. Now let us talk about you. Yes, you! You stayed until this part. This already shows something important. You care. You are serious. You are patient. These qualities matter more than talent. English is not choosing who can learn. Anyone can learn with time and consistency. You do not need to change your life for English. You only need to change small habits. English fits into your life, not the other way around. 5 minutes. One sentence. One thought. One recording. These small actions shape your future English. One day you will look back and realize something. You will realize that English stopped being scary. You will realize that you can understand. You can speak. You can connect. And it happened quietly, without drama. That is the beauty of daily practice. Do not quit. Do not rush. Do not compare. Just continue. English will walk with you as long as you keep walking with it. This story ends here, but your journey does not. If you are still watching, you are serious about learning English. Remember, you don't need talent. You need daily practice. Even 5 minutes a day can change your English. Subscribe now and learn with us every day. In the next video, you will learn simple English sentences that you can use in real life from today. Don't stop here. Your English journey starts now. See you in the next video.